Go.
Hi everybody, Diana here with Orlando Lady Boss, and I am talking today with Tien with Buck Designs. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me here.
And again, we're in LA. We're Lady Boss traveling today at the SIGGRAPH conference. And Joy, can you tell us a little bit about what you do and how you got there?
Yeah, so first, I was a student from New York. I studied New York, what's that called? School of Visual Arts. Sorry, it's been so long. I graduated like 2.5 years ago, and I'm working as a CG generalist, mostly doing texturing, modeling, shading materials for Buck design. So we do commercials, we do 2D, 3D animations for agencies, big brands like Oreo and Sherwin-Williams.
So Joy showed me her show reel, and what you'll see is anytime you see like a commercial where they have an animation, there was a Sherwin-Williams one that you showed me, where it's not, it's all animation. An agency like the one you work for is putting those things together. Yeah. And then you are taking everything and basically putting the whole details on everything. So can you explain a little bit what that process actually looks like?
Yeah, actually Buck Design, we are a production studio, but we cooperate with the agencies and they help us get projects. So my role in the big team is, I'm still a junior, getting there to be a lady boss hopefully one day, but I'm learning a lot from my talented team. I'm making assets basically. So if you think about building plays, I would just do it from scratch and adding colors and surface material to it. To present my work, I would do a turntable for the models that I built for my team. And then we had our supervisor and our senior lead, they will combine everything and build the world together, and we will light it, composite at the end.
And so how did you get into like this field? Like how were you interested in doing this, and how did you find your way? Because you're just a few years out of college, you said, right? So,
grad school.
At grad school, I'm sorry.
No worries.
So you're a few years out of grad school, and now you're here, like, doing the 9-to-5 right at the company. So how did you how did you get
What's
to
my
here?
background?
What's your background?
It's funny because so I grew up in Taiwan, where we are very close to Japan. I'm a big fan of Miyazaki's film. That's he did Spirited Away and Forest. What is that called? I forgot the name. Momonoke. It's a princess story, which how she fighted with the forest together to protect her Wolfgang. Yeah, it's a really cool story. Princess Mononoke, now I remember. So I grew up with animation in childhood, and then also Disney too. It's my biggest hobby is to watch cartoons. But when I was in college, I studied fine arts because I was like painting more than cartoons. But then it's really hard to be an artist without a really strong financial background. So I was like, okay, I need to find another industry that is related to art, but also combine my hobby. So I studied abroad and came to New York for School of Visual Arts for my grad school. And then after that, I started working for Buck as an intern, and then 6 months after I got hired, so now I'm working for the commercial firm.
So going from someone who I really like art, and you were a fine artist, and then deciding, okay, how do I take this hobby and this thing I love and apply it to something where I can have a career out of it? And then pivoting into graphic design and animation. What were some of the challenges? Were there challenges to technology that you felt like you had to overcome while you were in school? What was that like for you?
It's definitely a little bit difficult because English is not my native language, so that's the first layer of learning and getting information, right? And after that, I get used to it. It's not about the software, the technical part, because it's like, how do you translate two-dimensional design to 3D? You need to first get used to familiarize the interface of the software that I use. Is called Maya, and then you have to learn how to use ZBrush for sculpting. So it's a lot of new things, new tools you need to get familiar with. So that's a hard part. That also every year they constantly updates and new plugins, and you have to catch up.
So you have to constantly be a student of the industry.
Yes.
So you constantly, which I would assume is why a conference like this is good, right?
Totally.
A big conference where you have industry leaders come and talk to you. So what kind of benefits do you feel like you get from coming to a conference like SIGGRAPH and going to all of the different sessions? What are the things that you like to come and see here when you come?
The thing I like the most is to see how the big studio made the films, and they will give a breakdown of specifically how they do it, like procedural wise or new technology, new software they built. But at the same time, I feel like it's just really hard to catch up. Like every time I come here, I feel like I was amazed and inspired. But it's just like boom, every year it's just so fast. So much to take in, and I have to take a deep breath and be like, okay. What should I do and how can I like keep improving based on what I've been learning and then what's my strength and what's my weakness.
Does coming to SIGGRAPH and seeing the different inspiration and seeing like where career trajectories of where people are going, does that help you kind of visualize like how you would like to move up in your career and what direction you would like to go in as you develop?
It definitely helps because I was at the Lego talk. They talk about how they do like library shaders. How do they do the procedural pipelines for it? I was thinking, oh, that's a good idea because me and our team were thinking about building a library. So it's something that you could take in and then like share with your colleagues and say, hey, we can do this because I heard that talk that maybe potentially we can work with developers and stuff like that. So that definitely gives us some insights.
Yeah. So do you then go back and do you try to hold on to maybe 2 or 3 different things that you learned at this conference and then try to apply it to the things that you're doing in your everyday?
I would like to, but one thing about animation is it's just constant, like, I don't know, it just feel like I'm being bombarded with a lot of new ideas and things, so I feel I need to consolidate. Like what's the most efficient thing that I should learn right now. I do know like maybe for gaming, real-time render is something that I was looking at. Maybe in the future we could apply real-time render for animation or something like that. That part I'm not so familiar with.
Well, it's nice to come to
trying to learn.
It's nice to come to these things and go, okay, what's out there and what do I not know, and what, where could I potentially see myself? So, do you find that it's really beneficial? I know there's like some very women-centric events that there's a panel about women in the industry. Do you find those types of things, seeing like they're having specific events geared just towards the women at this conference and what it's like to be in this industry? Do you find those types of events important at a conference like this?
Definitely. I just learned that we have an ACMW, a woman, like a team of a group that we can actually connect with. So I think that's really significant. As a female, like you try to survive in a little giant factory and learn how to work with other talented men, and then just like I can do this too, even though I'm a woman. Like you could like don't limit yourself. You should expand your horizon. Whatever guys are doing, I'm sure girls can do too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we definitely think that here.
I do know that I don't know if you've heard. I know a woman in Pixar has a talk. There's on the schedule. I think there's one.
There's a couple of sessions.
I'm looking forward to see it.
So we're definitely going to be there. We're going to have some stuff about that. So we're looking forward to that. So how long have you been involved in SIGGRAPH as a member?
Let me see. Okay, so I was first as a student volunteer 2014, like 2.5 years ago in Vancouver. That was ever my first time attending SIGGRAPH. This year, I'm representing the NYC chapter to give our members a brief talk about what NYC is doing. So this is my first time as a board member. But my second conference.
Wonderful. So you're part of the New York chapter of SIGGRAPH and you're a board member there. How important do you think the SIGGRAPH has been to you developing your career within this industry?
It's definitely very vital because back in Taiwan, this conference wasn't that big and it wasn't that popular because we do have a chapter in Taipei, I think, but I never heard of it until I got here and I know, oh, my country actually has a chapter. So I'm hoping maybe this time I could meet more people from Taiwan, maybe to connect them to our NYC or even the whole ACM chapter. I mean, the community, and see if we can cooperate in the future. And also meeting people like you guys is like, it's very inspiring. Like so many people are trying their way to make a voice for women and also different birds of feathers, try together and inspire each other. I think this is very like beneficial and educational.
So in your workplace right now, are you the only woman on your team, or do you have other people that are on your team? What does it?
We have so I'm the youngest there as a junior. And we have one senior leader. She's from Portugal, and she's an awesome leader. So we have 2 females at the in 3D team right now.
Wonderful.
But for other females, we have maybe 4 or 5 for 2D designers. And our producers are mostly women. So
awesome.
So my boss is a female lady. It's a woman boss. So shout out to her. So that's great.
Shout out to Joy's boss.
So we do mostly like we have a lot of girls managing our office.
Wonderful. Yes. So okay, give me a second so I can look at these questions.
No worries.
So if you could travel back in time and give advice to your 16-year-old self,
oh my God,
what would that be?
Let me think. Definitely spend more time learning math because I studied fine arts, so I'm never a big fan of like math, like how to do equation and stuff. I should spend more time on that because right now a lot of things could be done in procedural. So coding is really important to learn. But I know that I don't know if it's too late for me to develop my brain right now.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. You could keep learning.
I should catch up with that. But I would say like go back to that time. I will learn more.
So even someone, you're saying basically even as someone as a creative, that math is really integral to your job.
Yeah, it is.
Math and science, I'm assuming. So those are definitely skill sets that, young women need to be developing. We're smart enough. We know this stuff to get out there and learn that math, and then you can apply those skills to these really cool, creative pursuits.
It helps you so much in an efficient way. You don't have to do it manually. I was a little bit afraid when I was a kid learning math because I'm always not very good solving the solutions and problems for the assignments. So that's why I'm a little bit afraid. But now I look at it, it's actually just be patient, spend some time, get into it. It definitely gives you a long way to go.
Wonderful. So why do you love working in the computer graphics industry?
That goes back to my initial excitement for animation and the story of the fantasy world. Because reality it's kind of hard and suffering sometimes in a way. It's good that we still have hope when we watch those animations, even though people always think cartoon and animation mediums are for kids. But I think as an adult, you sort of can get that courage for becoming a kid again when you watch those films. You feel like, oh, I need to find that little braveness back as a child. You can apply that into many of things in reality. A lot of things you just need to, instead of thinking about it, just have the courage and do it. And see how it works. And to me, I like the art and imagination of animation also. That's why I feel like this is how keeps me going to stay in this field.
So what is the thing then that drives you to keep pushing forward? Is it the work? Is it the what's the motivation? What motivates you to keep pushing forward in your career?
I think it could be a possibility as a human being. I feel like it seems nowadays we are so lucky to have so many technologies and so many freedom as a woman too. I'm trying to see how far I can push myself in a way, and then also animation industry is really big here. I'm hoping to keep having my adventures and meet people and see what kind of sparks I can get. Yeah.
So why do you I'm
no worries.
I'm like, I feel bad because now we're gonna have to edit.
Are you nervous?
No, I just no, I'm not nervous. I'm not that nervous, but
okay.
I was gonna ask you though, is with local chapters of SIGGRAPH. So you have these big conventions and there's tons of people here where you meet people and you can connect here. And then how do you bring that back into your local chapters and help connect those people and bring those people, give them some of that magic that you're seeing here within the local, bring more people into that organization?
You know what I need? I need a trash bag. Bring all the magic into the trash bag and carry it home back to New York. Because I think we definitely need to do more reach out and diversify our content beyond VFX and movies. Because so far in New York, we focus more and more in the animation and movie industry. We would like to do more VR stuff and maybe visualization for medical and things like that to broaden our audience. Yeah, and
so,
also
how it applies to other different types of industries and not just within like movies and production, like you're saying.
I think we need to really do more outreach. Me and my other members, we need to maybe make a strategic plan of how should we plan the schedule the event for the 6 months, and then see how many people can contact. And also, one of my goal here is just to connect with the potential presenters we could invite for next year's SIGGRAPH in NYC.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're
it's like a work business.
Yeah, taking
vacations.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how these conferences really usually are, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. But I'm gonna thank you for your time, Joy.
Thank you so much.
We had a wonderful conversation, and your work is amazing.
Thank you so much.
And hopefully, maybe we could take a couple of those things that you showed me, and you could share some of your work with the viewers of this, because it's amazing to see what you did and what it turned into. It's you're literally creating something out of nothing, and it amazes me. So thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Thank you for your time.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And thank you guys, and you have a great day. We'll see you next time.